Hello everyone, it's Mrs. Board here. I'm going to be sharing the week 5 home learning with you. But before I do, Danny Dog wanted to come and say hello, and a big thank you to everybody that's been watching his phonics lessons on the Harrison YouTube channel. He wants to let you know that the sound for this week is as in I am a nurse. So please look out for his video. Okay, bye Danny Dog. I'm going to tell the children about their learning now. Okay, bye. So, let's have a little look at the Google Drive and the Year 1 learning for this week. We've got a new document which is celebrating the fantastic learning that we've been seeing from our Year 1 children. So please have a look at that, as you might see that your name's featured and your work's featured, and we can all be very proud of you, and you might be a bit famous. So have a little look at that document. So as usual, we've got our Year 1 home learning front cover sheet that will explain all of the tasks in detail. We've also got our 3 folders for the different learning activities. We've got English and Phonics, Maths and Foundation. So if we have a little look in the English folder first of all, we've got some activities based around our sound of the week. So we've got a phoneme spotter, a game and a booklet on the sound of the week and to help you to practice and learn digraph. Our English task for this week, we know that you are probably helping your mummy and daddies with lots and lots of jobs at home, and we thought it might be nice if you help them in this way. So we would like you to make your own breakfast. Now some of you might already do that, which is brilliant, but we'd like you this week to write instructions how to make your breakfast. So there's a few things we'd like you to try and include in your instruction writing. So if I can show you here. So I've got an example here. So we'd like you to make sure that you've got a really bold title at the top there. Mine's How to Make Porridge, my favourite breakfast. I've also got a You Will Need section here that is bullet pointed with every item that I need before I start to make my porridge. And I've put that in a separate box there. I've then got some numbers down the side here. These are for my instructions so that I do them in the right order. And then we've got our instruction sentences along here. Now, of course, our sentence starts with a capital letter and ends in a full stop. But there's something else we'd like you to include in your instruction sentences. I'd like you to make sure that you include an imperative verb. That's a word that tells you to do something. Another way of explaining them is to say that it's a command word or a bossy word. So some examples you might use when making breakfast might be mix, pour, stir, put, get. They are all imperative verbs. In case you need any help in thinking of those verbs, we've also put on the Google Drive a list of verbs that you might like to use if you're finding it difficult to think of ones for your text. So that's our English task for this week. Please do keep up the reading, obviously books and book club, and please do complete the comprehension quizzes as well on Bug Club, and we've really been enjoying seeing how many children are reading on Bug Club. I know that Firefly class, you were the winners for last week, so well done you. So thank you to all the children that have been reading on Bug Club. Let's have a little look now at our maths learning for the week. So our maths learning this week is focusing on fractions. We're a bit ahead of the game in terms of White Rose, as we've already done some fraction work over Easter. So we've got 2 additional tasks for day 1 and day 2 this week that are separate from White Rose. Then on day 3 and day 5 we will have our maths challenge as well. Of course, in addition to doing your learning to do with fractions using the work on the online learning, you could also use real life objects to help you practice your halves and quarters. You might use pizzas, chocolate bars, different ways of showing halves and quarters. Please be as creative as you like, and we'd love to see any of your learning to do with fractions, please, on the Google Drive, if Mummy or Daddy could upload it. Our foundation home learning for this week is all about music and geography. So On the online learning Google Drive, we've put some musical tracks that are all songs about animals from around the world. We'd like you to listen to the music tracks and sing along. There are some words available as well on this document for all of the songs. You might like to try and learn the words by heart. You might like to do a dance to accompany the song. You might want to play some musical instruments if you've got them at home that you think would be good to go with the song. You might want to be very creative and actually make your very own musical instruments. And we'd love to see any pictures or hear any music clips of you using those. Okay, so please have a listen of all of those clips. We'd love to hear of any learning you've been doing related to music and geography. You might also want to find the countries where those animals are from on a big world map so that you can see where the songs are from. And just to go back to our main home learning page, Mrs. Todd has put on YouTube another video of our kinetic letter practice. So this week she has been practicing the window cleaner family, and it's been uploaded to the YouTube channel. Remember that you can practice your handwriting and your window cleaner family in lots of different ways. You might want to use water crowns in the bath. You might want to use chalk outside on the patio. You might have your own special book where you're recording all of your handwriting practice. You might have a whiteboard and pen that you want to use. Totally up to you, but be as creative as you like. And we'd love to see any creative ways you come up with to practice your handwriting. Okay, just a last thing to say before I go. You'll see in the English section on the Year 1 Home Learning main page that there's this little slip. It's an evaluation slip for the children to use once they've completed their English task to check if they've remembered to use all of the things that are non-negotiables in Year 1 writing. So we've got capital letters, full stops, kinetic letters, finger spaces, phonics, and for the children to check that their own writing makes sense at the end. So perhaps your child could use this once they've completed their texts to check that they've remembered all of those things. Okay. And as always, if we look at the maths section, we've got some additional ways that you could practice your maths as well as our on-learning worksheets and videos. We've got number blocks that you could have a look at. I know my two children love watching number blocks, and there's also the maths games on Hit the Button, which I know that's great for practicing pairs that make 10. Okay, so that's our week 5 home learning. And what I'd like to say to mummies and daddies, please remember that we've got our school email that you can contact us via. So please do contact us on that, however big or small your query is, and one of the team will try and get straight back to you. Okay, thank you everybody for what you're doing at home. We think you're truly fabulous. Thank you for everything, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Okay, take care. Lots of love. Bye.